I'm Renee.
And I'm Anthony, and we are the voices, healers, and channelers behind Blue Soul Earth. We connect to higher levels of consciousness to bring forth divine energies, to heal and to teach ancient wisdom.
These energies that we access from higher dimensions largely consist of the ascended masters that humanity across cultures knows really well. They are many, but they speak collectively as one voice. And for simplicity's sake, we call them our spirit team.
How we channel as a couple is very unique. The energies we channel come down through Renee's crown chakra, through her solar plexus, into my solar plexus, and then back up through my crown chakra, and it forms a three-dimensional triangle that's used to heal and to teach.
These energies flow through us a bit like an infinity 8. The symbolism behind why and how this happens is actually pretty profound.
It's actually accessing divine feminine and divine masculine energies, weaving them together to form one energy to heal and to teach.
We will be channeling different topics in roughly 10 to 15 minute segments that will be part of our Blue Soul Wisdom series.
So if you're just starting out on your spiritual journey,
or if you'd like to access higher levels of consciousness,
or you'd like to take your healing practice to the next level,
then join us.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Anthony.
And I'm Renee. And we're here today to talk about the holographic universe. What is the universe made of? Where does it come from? And whose ideas are correct? So we're also going to take a look at Michael Talbot's book, The Holographic Universe. And we're going to read some pieces from here and see what our spirit guides have to say. So as Anthony begins to connect to our guides in the other dimensions, I thought I would just start by reading just a prefacer before they get here. There's a lot of reference in the book throughout to a physicist who's been around for a while, David Bohm, and he saw the entire universe as a hologram. Most mind-boggling of all are Bohm's fully developed ideas about wholeness, because everything in the cosmos is made out of the same seamless holographic fabric of the implicate order. He believes it is a meaningless way to view the universe as composed of just parts. They also reference Einstein in here and his general theory of relativity. Einstein astounded the world when he said that space and time are not separate entities, but are smoothly linked and part of the larger whole, in which he called the space-time continuum. Bohm takes this idea a giant step further and says that everything in the universe is part of a continuum. Hi guys, how are you?
It is always an honor and privilege to be in your presence, Gaia.
It's nice to see you this evening. We are talking about the holographic universe.
As we said before, and we will say again in this manner, that all things are a continuum. There is no beginning and there is no end. You are thinking about whether you are a part of space and time. Einstein was correct that space and time is together. It is not separate. But the one thing that Einstein didn't realize is that space and time is not separate from you. You do not actually occupy space and time. Do you understand that?
We are space and time.
Yes, as we told you before, you are the space and time. That is why it is continually always connected. You are never disconnected from anything. You are the space and time itself. If space and time itself is to go through anything, it goes through you. You are the space and time.
And that's why, from a quantum perspective, we can affect things that are on the other side of the universe.
That is correct, because it's all connected. You are all connected. All of your thoughts, intentions, and ideas move, as you might say, at the speed of light. But it's not even the speed of light. It's instantaneous. There is no travel. It's already there within your thought. It is already connected.
It's like a ripple effect in a way.
Yes, it is. In a sense, you could say that. All of your thoughts, your prayers, your desires, your wishes, everything gets sent into the universal consciousness. That is why we've told you that you are great manifestors if you choose to be.
So it's thrown into an energetic field, if you like.
Yes, it is.
And then what happens?
It all depends upon you. How do you wish to bring reality to it? It is nothing more, as he says, a hologram. We've told you before that you are nothing more like holograms. You are projections upon screens. There are multiple yous. You are able to give reality to whatever it is you desire. This existence that you're in right now, this is, as he has said, it is more like a hologram than it is physical existence. There really is no physical existence as you think it is.
Anthony in front of me feels
Yes.
very physical to me. So how do you explain that to people with our linear brains, not understanding anything other than matter that we can touch, that we can physically touch and see and breathe into and smell and taste?
This is why we enjoy coming through, both of you, because we are able to take on these senses that both of you have. Because in the spiritual realm, in a realm of holographs in this universe, that is not possible, but you can make it possible. We make it possible by coming through you, but you can also make it possible by giving reality to it. You create it. You create a reality in which you feel physical, in which you feel everything, in which you sense everything.
So you can do that in the realm that you're in then. So
We
why
do.
so why need to come through us?
That's a good question, isn't it?
It's not the same, is it?
No, it's not. It is not the same at all. It is actually unique, quite singular, very different, diverse. It is not the same. We can create our own reality if we choose, but that's not why we're here. We're here to assist you. We're here to give you a different reality. We're here to give you the reality that you are truly just spirit and you are not a physical being. We are here to awaken you. Even though you may be in a holographic universe, we are here to tell you that you are actually in a holographic universe and that you are first frequencies, spirits, energies above all things. Even though we can come and we can create a existence like this that you have, what good is it if we can't work through you to tell you it's time to wake up?
I think, quite frankly, you come through just for the good Cabernet Sauvignon that we have at dinner.
We do.
I was going to go on and read a little bit about how he believes that dividing the universe up into living and non-living things has no meaning. Animate and inanimate matter are inseparably interwoven, and life too is enfolded throughout the totality of the universe. Even a rock, in some way, is alive. And he asserts that we could also find Cleopatra meeting Caesar for the first time. For in principle, the whole past and implications for the future are enfolded at each small region of space and time. Every cell in our body enfolds the entire cosmos. So does every leaf, every raindrop, and every dust mote, which gives new meaning to William Blake's famous poem, "To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wildflower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour."
That's beautiful.
Isn't that a beautiful poem?
Do you know what it means?
You're going to explain it from a quantum perspective, I hope.
That every single molecule that makes up every single object here in this room, in this planet, is alive. Even if it's a rock, all of the atoms and molecules that make it up are exactly the same as yours. They just vibrate at different patterns. You can access anything you want if you believe it. He, the poet, is saying that you are all connected. There's no difference between you and a rock.
So at what point does something have consciousness?
When it can create, when it can give reality to something that doesn't exist. A rock cannot do that.
So give us an example.
Higher living mammals can do these things. They can create and give existence to things that they are unaware of at times, just like you. You are a higher living mammal.
What about ants? They give offspring. They have baby ants.
They don't have the ability to connect to higher consciousness. By the way, we are your galactic team.
Hello, it's nice to see you.
You too. We thought it would be nice to talk to you about consciousness and how it is created.
So our galactic team who comes through and connects and communicates through us, they communicate through our consciousness, not through the auric field.
That is correct. Your consciousness is directly related to your DNA structures. Like the snakes that weave around your DNA.
And our chakra system.
That is correct. We don't necessarily need to use your chakra system per se, although your chakra system is an integral part of your consciousness as well.
How do they work together?
1 second, please.
So often when they say 1 second, please, a group of energies, that's part of our spirit team, will move back and others will step forward. So if you can imagine that thousands of energies come together and speak collectively as one voice, and if some are more apt, if you like, to answer a question more thoroughly, some will step back while others will step forward. And that's what's happening now.
We are seraphim energies. We are neither beings alive. We might call us formless forms.
Can you explain a little bit to those who are watching what seraphim energies, who also come through us,
We
connect?
are energies that you refer to as angels, although we truly are not angels. We appear to be angels only because of the aura that we emit. You have taken us and drawn us to have 6 wings, although we really don't have wings. However, it is true that we work very close to source energy. We don't leave its side very often, unless messages need to be given like these. We are both consciousness and spirit all at the same time.
But you are formless.
We are formless, but we appear to be, as you call, angels. That is, if a form we take, that is what you will see of us. You wish to know how it is that your chakra system creates consciousness. Believe it or not, higher functioning mammals have chakra systems. Although they are unaware of it, you are aware of it. There are other species on your planet, dolphins, some of the great apes, some of the whales, cephalopods are aware of themselves as well. They actually are able to create consciousness. However, what they are not aware of are different chakra systems within their own being as well. Without the chakra systems, consciousness cannot exist. You must have chakras in order to create consciousness within your auric field. you as a human species do that very well.
So why does the chakra system need to exist in order to create consciousness?
It doesn't. But it does here on Earth. Your chakra system actually consists of 7 different chakras that you know of, but you also are aware of many other chakra systems also.
Yes.
This is only the basic system of it. This is really what you need to know just to begin to start to understand your own consciousness and what this book tells you about. However, your chakra system really is probably goes, as you say, 15 feet above and 15 feet below you.
And then there's also the Merkaba body, which goes around 26
That
feet
is correct.
around you.
Yes, you are walking literally. Everybody is connected. You just don't know it. However, as the Holographic Universe says, everything in the universe is connected through space and time because you are the space and time as we are. There is no difference.
Bohm's idea that the universe can be viewed as the compound of 2 basic orders, the implicate and the explicate, can be found in many other traditions. The Tibetan Buddhists call these 2 aspects the void and the non-void. The non-void is the reality of visible objects. The void, like the implicate order, is the birthplace of all things. However, only the void is real, and all forms in the objective world are illusory, existing merely because of the unceasing flux between the 2 orders.
You can put them in orders if you choose, and that is correct. There is a void. It is something that you refer to as dark matter. Even within there is dark matter, there is what we will call also love. Within the dark matter, there is living, creating beings. They exist in realities, in realms that you are unaware of. They are unseen to you, but they do exist.
Will they be found and seen in our lifetime?
No, not in your lifetime. Not for another 100, 25, 30 years from now.
What will happen when we find life in this dark matter? How will that shift the consciousness of humanity?
By that time, when you have found that life within dark matter, your consciousness will already have been shifted anyway. And you will also understand the relatedness to all things, both as you refer to as alive and not alive, things that are in the void and things that are out of the void. You will understand that all things are connected, no matter what you do, no matter what you say. By then, your species will already be far more advanced than it is now.
It'll be exponential growth.
Yes, of course. The question is, what will your species do when it begins to have its first contact with us? Galactic. Even though we are seraphims, we are still part of a galactic group. We like to think one of the highest. But there are so many galactic beings around you at this particular time, which your government already knows of, which they hold from you, because your religions tell you that you are unique and that you are the only species on this planet.
It's a way to control people.
It is a way to control people. You're correct. And these are more of the, as you call them, darker energies that wish you not to have a consciousness that is highly evolved. But during this process now, during this viral infection, your species, human beings, will evolve. It's already happened. Your Earth has already shifted in its holographic form to another realm.
Was there not a shift recently also?
Yes, that shift occurred. Let's say that's a shift that occurred of recent, if you want to say recent, is that it fully took hold of the consciousness. You will start to understand and see human beings such as yourself now becoming more aware of those things around them that they cannot see.
Thank you. Thanks for your wisdom.
Thank you for having us. 1 second, your guides will come through as well.
Okay, sounds
Those
great.
whom you are familiar with.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll see you again.
They are very unique beings. We do love them so. I think that is good for this evening.
Yes, thanks so much.
Thank you for receiving us. We will see you again.
So our guides are leaving now. What do you think about the universe? Do you think we live in a holographic universe? How do you see the world around you and things that you can't see, you can't understand, and you can't explain? Anthony's back.
Anyway, thank you for coming and sharing this time with us.
Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye now.